الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحان الله بكرة وأصيلا. لا إله إلا الله وحده صدق وعده ونصر عبده وأعز جنده وهزم الأحزاب وحده. لا إله إلا الله ولا نعبد إلا إياه مخلصين له الدين ولو كره الكافرون. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وعلى أصحاب سيدنا محمد وعلى أنصار سيدنا محمد وعلى أزواج سيدنا محمد وعلى ذرية سيدنا محمد وسلم تسليما كثيرا. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحان الله بكرة وأصيلا. لا إله إلا الله وحده صدق وعده ونصر عبده وأعز جنده وهزم الأحزاب وحده. لا إله إلا الله ولا نعبد إلا إياه مخلصين له الدين ولو كره الكافرون. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وعلى أصحاب سيدنا محمد وعلى أنصار سيدنا محمد وعلى أزواج سيدنا محمد وعلى ذرية سيدنا محمد وسلم تسليما كثيرا.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and dear sisters, first of all, welcome to Eid prayer. The process for the Eid Salah, the khutbah, is going to be, we are going to perform the Eid Salah with 6 additional takbirat. This is according to the Hanafi madhab, and this is how majority of the community is comfortable performing their Eid prayer. We will pray 2 rakat Eid Salah. In the first rak'ah, there are going to be 3 additional takbirat, and then in the second rak'ah, there is going to be another 3 additional takbirat. Now, when the Imam says Allahu Akbar to commence the Eid prayer, the Imam will recite the Thana, Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Once that is completed, we are going to perform the 3 extra takbirat. So Allahu Akbar, let the hands go. Allahu Akbar, let the hands go. Allahu Akbar, let the hands go, and just type it. And the Imam will continue on with the prayer like a normal prayer. Imam will recite Surah Fatiha, and the Surah, first rak'ah will be completed. Now in the second rak'ah, the 3 additional takbirat will be after the recitation of Surah Fatiha in the Surah, hence before going to ruku'. So Imam will say Allahu Akbar, let the hands go. Allahu Akbar, let the hands go. Allahu Akbar, let the hands go. And the 6 takbirat will have become completed. And then the Imam will go into ruku'. Once the 2 rakat are completed, it will be a short khutbah, which will consist of a reminder of what this day entails for us. And once the khutbah is completed, inshallah, we will be free to go home and celebrate with our families. Inshallah, we'll continue and get started with our Eid prayer. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى. الله سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. الذي يصلى النار الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر الله الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الحمد لله الذي جعل لكل أمة منسكا ليذكروا اسم الله على ما رزقهم من بهيمة الأنعام وعلم التوحيد وأمر بالإسلام. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله الذي هدانا إلى دار الإسلام. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. أما بعد فاعلموا أن يومكم هذا يوم عيد شرع لكم فيه مع أعمال أخرى قد سبقت في الخطبة قبل هذا العشر ذبح الأضحية بالإخلاص وصدقة النية. وبين نبيه وصفيه صلى الله عليه وسلم وجوبها وفضائلها ودون علماء أمته من سنته في كتب الفقه مسائلها. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. قال أصحاب رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ما هذه الأضاحي؟ قال سنة أبيكم إبراهيم عليه السلام أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. I begin with the praise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We thank Him, we glorify Him, and we send salutations upon the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. My dear respected brothers and sisters, in Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us 2 days that are worth of celebration, which are considered the 2 happiest days in our Islamic tradition. The first day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to us Muslims is the day of Eid al-Fitr. And Allah gives us this day as a reward for our efforts that we did in the month of Ramadan. Allah grants us a day to celebrate for all the effort, the fasting and the ibad that His servants did, as a way to celebrate and commemorate that this effort that we put in, now we have a chance to celebrate this day of Eid al-Fitr. Similarly, today, which is the day of Eid al-Adha, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us this day for those Hujjaj that performed their pilgrimage this year. Unfortunately, as we know the situation, the public
was not allowed. Only the local people were allowed to perform the Hajj this year. But this day is given to those that did that effort to perform that Hajj as a day to celebrate, as a gift from Allah for all of us. On this day, we perform a sacrifice by sacrificing an animal as known as uluhiyya. But my dear brothers and dear sisters, what is uluhiyya? Why are we sacrificing this animal? What is the purpose behind the sacrifice? Is it just to shed blood? Is it just to enjoy the meat? Rather, there is a spiritual element, a lesson behind this sacrifice and this qurbani that we do on this blessed day. The companions of the Prophet ﷺ asked him, they said, مَا هَذِهِ الْأَضَاحِي يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. The Sahaba radiallahu anhum were also concerned. That, Ya Rasulullah, what is this uluhiyya? What is this adahi? And the Prophet ﷺ, he told them, قال سنة أبيكم إبراهيم. That, O my companions, this day of uluhiyya is a sunnah of your father Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam. And then the Sahaba asked, Ya Rasulullah, what is in it for us? قالوا فما لنا يا رسول الله. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, بكل شعرة حسنة. For every hair that is sacrificed on that animal, every hair there is one hasan. And my dear brothers and dear sisters, I ask you, it's impossible to count the amount of hair on an animal that is slaughtered. It's virtually impossible. Just imagine the millions of hair, each strand of hair. The Prophet ﷺ is saying, for those that engage in uluhiyya, for each hair there is one hasan. Allahu Akbar. If we were to multiply that, imagine the amount of good deeds that we're given by Allah for engaging in this ibadah, in this sunnah of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. The story of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, I want to mention a few lessons regarding the sacrifices that Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam went through. The challenges like none other. And they start at a very young age. As a young boy, Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam started to question his people around him to the extent that he even questioned his father of idol worshiping. As the verse goes, Ibrahim alayhi salam said, إِذْ قَالَ لِأَبِيهِ يَا أَبَتِ لِمَ تَعْبُدُ مَا لَا يَسْمَعُ وَلَا يُبْصِرُ وَلَا يُغْنِي عَنْكَ شَيْئًا. That, O my beloved father. And this verse, Ya Abati in Arabic, is Ibrahim alayhi salam addressed his father with love. He loved his father, but his father was engaged in wrong. He loved his father dearly. He loved his people dearly, but they were idol worship. His father he used to create idols. And he said to him, and he challenged him in a respectful manner, that, oh my beloved father, what you are doing, what you are worshiping cannot hear, cannot see, and they don't benefit you at all. So why are you worshiping these idols? And his father said, as the verse goes, لَأَرْجُمَنَّكَ. He said, I will stone you. And he abandoned Ibrahim alayhi salam and kicked him out of his own home. What lesson can we take away from this? Is that of acceptance. Especially for the youngsters. When it starts from middle school, high school, throughout college, what happens is we want to be accepted within the social circles that we are in. Right? We don't want to be the person that is, quote unquote, left out, or the one that is not part of that social group. So what happens is that even if wrong is happening, we still keep quiet and we hide our identity amidst the crowd because we don't want to be ridiculed by others. But we have to remember, my dear young brothers and sisters, is that our loyalty lies only to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is what Ibrahim alayhi salam is showing. Another lesson that we can take is if our elders, whom we love and admire and respect, are engaged in wrong, we are not afraid to speak up. If wrong is being taken place, if oppression is being taken place, we have to stand up for what is haq and what is right, what is just and what is fair. Because this is our duty as the Muslim Ummah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That if wrong is being taken place, the hadith mentioned the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, If we cannot stop it physically, we try to do it with words. If words don't work, the least we can do is make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant that person hidayah and guidance. The challenges of Ibrahim alayhi salam continue as his life progresses. He was a young boy, his father kicked him out of his own home. And now as he gets older, he is thrown into a fire. And the people around him don't accept his message that he is bringing. Challenge after challenge, test after test, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did with Ibrahim alayhi salam. وَإِذِ ابْتَلَىٰ إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ بِكَلِمَاتٍ فَأَتَمَّهُنَّ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah that we tested Ibrahim alayhi salam with multiple tests. He completed all of them. My dear brothers and dear sisters, we are not being thrown into a fire. We are not being told to slaughter our children. But we have our challenges that we face, our social challenges that we face, and we have to stand up to those. This is what the story of Ibrahim alayhi salam is teaching us. It's teaching you and me. And this is how it applies to us relevantly. As Ibrahim alayhi salam, he gets married. Hajara, his beloved wife, they go, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells them to leave your wife and your children in the desert. Abandon them in the desert. Imagine this challenge. I mean, because of time, I'm not able to go through more of the challenges, but we get the idea of the immense challenges he had to face. And he had to leave his wife and child in the middle of the desert. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we know the story, that is where Zamzam came about from. And then fast forward to the Qurbani itself. Now when Ismail alayhi salam comes back to his father, فَلَمَّا بَلَغَ مَعَهُ السَّعْيَ, he reaches an age of maturity and he starts to bond with his father. He has that connection with his father as his son has gotten older. Allah tells him what? Slaughter your son. Another challenge. مَعَهُ السَّعْيَ قَالَ إِنِّي أَرَىٰ. Ibrahim alayhi salam told his son, "Oh my son, I have seen a dream that I have to slaughter you." And the most beautiful thing in this verse is, what did his son say? إِنِّي أَرَىٰ فِي الْمَنَامِ أَبَتْ افْعَلْ مَا تُؤْمَرُ. Oh my father, do as you have been told. This is the answer that he gave. And inshallah, we'll conclude with that, is that Ibrahim alayhi salam went through many challenges and difficulties. My dear brothers and dear sisters, we are going through a pandemic. We're going through this COVID-19, which has afflicted all of us. Some of us are unemployed, lost our jobs, are separated from our families. That we understand that we don't lose trust in Allah, that Allah is going to be there no matter what. And with Ibrahim alayhi salam, he persevered, Allah never left his side. Similar is our situation. That on this day of Qurbani, on this day of Udhiyah, that we are going through sacrifices and challenges, but that we persevere through them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to benefit and grant us hidayah on this day of Eid al-Adha. Subhanallah wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور انفسنا ومن سيئات اعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد ان سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله. الله اكبر لا اله الا الله، الله اكبر ولله الحمد. قال الله تبارك وتعالى: إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله، الله أكبر ولله الحمد. اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد بعدد من صلى وصام. اللهم صل على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى سائر الصحابة والتابعين وعلى عبادك الصالحين. عباد الله رحمكم الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak. Eid Mubarak. Please be seated while you are sitting right now. and follow the instruction while you are leaving the masjid. Uh, so thank you very much for attending the Eid Jamaat. This is the third Jamaat that we are having today. We will have two more. We will have two more Jamaat, inshallah, today. So now I'm requesting the brothers sitting in the social hall, you can now leave the masjid, but please watch the person in front of you. Maintain a social distance of 6 feet. And while you are leaving, you will be given a sweet box in your car by our volunteers. You can only exit through the Dorby Drive. Our volunteers are over there. They will give you a sweet box. Please make generous donations to the masjid. The masjid is fully dependent on your donation. You can donate now to our volunteers who are standing with the donation box, or you can also donate online, www.amda.us. You can also see a lot of our programs in our website. Brothers who are sitting in the social hall, you can now leave the masjid. Watch the person in front of you. Don't rush in the exit area. Sisters, you can also exit right now. Sister, you can also exit right now, but just watch the person in front of you. Maintain a distance of 6 feet. Please make generous donations. Our volunteers are standing with the donation box. You can donate in the masjid while you are in the masjid. You can also donate online to our website, www.amda.us. Now the brothers in the last row, you can exit. Brother in the last row, you can exit. Just watch the person in front of you. Don't rush in the passage area. In order to be safe and maintain the safety of yourself and for others, maintain a social distance of 6 feet. Don't rush in the passage area. Just watch the person in front of you. Sisters, you can always exit. Sisters, you can always exit. Please make generous donation to the masjid. We have a huge operating expenses, the fixed cost, and what to be done through your generous donation. Brothers sitting in the last row, you can exit slowly. Watch the person in front of you. Please make generous donation. We will have two more Jamaat, inshallah. And while you are exiting at the Dorby Drive, our volunteers will give you sweet box, a family sweet box in your car. Watch out the person in front of you. Maintain a social distance of 6 feet at least. When you are coming to the masjid, please bring your prayer rugs, wear a mask and a shoe bag, and do the wudu from your home. When you are coming to the masjid, please bring your prayer rugs, wear a mask and a shoe bag, and do the wudu from your home. Please don't rush to the passage. Please don't rush in the passage. Just wait and watch the person in front of you and maintain a 6 feet distance. This is for safety of yourself and for others in the community. Please don't rush and don't block the passage. Don't block the passage. Sisters, you can always exit. Please make generous donation to our volunteers standing with the donation box. You can donate in the mosque while you are praying, while you come to pray, or you can donate online. Inshallah, we will have two more Jamaat today, each Jamaat, and then we will have the 3 Juma prayer here. 3 Juma prayer, starting from 1:30, 2:30, and 3:30, inshallah. Thank you for your patience. Just exit slowly. Leave the masjid slowly, comfortably. This is for the safety of you and for all of others. Don't rush to the passage area. Just wait. Just wait in the passage. If it is, let's say, if the person in front of you is still not being left or leave the passage area, just wait. Please make generous donation. Masjid is run with the help of all of your generous donation. We have a huge operating expense, a fixed cost. We need your generous donation. You can donate while you are coming to the masjid, or you can donate online, www.amda.us. For all our future programs, we have a lot of activities. You can watch our website and see all these programs, any events at the date and time. Inshallah, when you leave the masjid, on the outside, our volunteers are there. They will probably drop a sweet box in your car while you can only exit through the door drive. You can only exit through the